just listened to a snippet of Wasters. If you enjoyed what you heard, then go and find us on any streaming site that you can think of. I hope you enjoy the music, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello again, boys and grills. We're here listening to Jinjer's most recent single from their album WALLFLOWERS, the title track Wallflower.
Oh my god.
Haven't heard it yet at all, been holding off listening to it. Again, similar to the Spirit Box one, I've been wanting to listen to the album, but I put it off because I needed to do it for this, especially because people were big mad about our last Jinjer reaction we did.
Why was that, Kyle? I wasn't there for that.
You weren't there for that. So we did Mediator, and basically we just didn't really like the song.
Okay.
And we had James in, who is very much not a metalhead. He's more of a hip hop kind of boy. He said at the beginning in the video that he doesn't expect to like it. Me and Zach were both like, well, I like Jinjer. I mean I've went to see them live by myself. I've got a Jinjer t-shirt. I've got micro and macro physical format CD, and I was really looking forward to Wallflowers. And yeah, Mediator was the first track off of that album I heard, and I've listened to it again since, and it just doesn't do it for me, man. It's I said at the time in the last reaction, it's a bit erratic and all over the place, and people got very angry, and they were like, in the comments they were like, you're just not into groovy metal. And I'm like, dude, I am so into groovy metal. Like my favorite bands are Mastodon and Gojira, who are like the grooviest metal. That's what I live for. That's why I like Jinjer. But Mediator, just as soon as it settled into a groove, it was like, I'm going over here now.
I never would have thought metal fans wouldn't be able to take criticism. That's a big surprise from me.
Yeah, never would have expected that, dude. People looking up Jinjer stuff with confirmation bias, just wanting people to suck their dick. Never would have guessed. Couldn't be me. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Just to preface this, yeah, if I don't like the song, and we're going to do this for all of our reactions, if we don't like the song, we're not going to pretend that we do, because that would be bullshit, because that's like posing lame shit, and you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But also, if we don't like it, we're not going to shit on it. So please don't shit on us.
Or even if we do shit on it, we're not shitting on the people that do enjoy the things we're shitting on. We're just saying, in our humble opinion, in our opinion. Has anyone ever watched Anthony Fantano, where he's like, y'all know it's my opinion, right?
But then all of his comments are just how mad people are. Like, this is a 10 out of 10. I can't believe you gave it a 9. It's like, fucking hell,
that's
dude.
true. People get so butthurt about literal personal taste.
They're like, I like this band, so therefore they are my friends, and I must defend them. Anyway, I'm really hoping I like this song, because I love Jinjer. A lot of people have been saying how great this song is, and I've since Mediator, a lot of people saying they think it's one of the weakest songs on the album. So here we go, Wallflower. It's quite a long one, 5 minutes 40. I think it's quite a cinematic video though.
Ooh.
From what I've heard, the album is kind of about lockdown and COVID and being stuck inside and being an introvert.
I can relate.
Yeah,
not to the introvert
bit, but to the trapped inside part.
Trapped inside, yeah.
So let's give it a whirl.
I hate it.
Footsteps? What were they thinking?
What the fuck?
Ooh.
Tool? Hello?
Stay in, you can be alone. Stay in, you can feel like home. Breathe in, it's a place where you belong. No one does you wrong. Your capsule is your fortress, where you can lick your wounds. Your people
very Tool, isn't it? Like
the
drums and the bass like came
Yeah.
in very like the bass line at the start was really nice, and the drums are like lots of very very cymbally, like very very jazzy sort of. They've got a lot of like jazz elements in their other songs as well. Like I mean, like Pisces, their most well-known song, is super jazzy at times. So
definitely like sounds like that kind of like proggy, like Tool-y kind of sound where everything's kind of not just like a standard 4/4. It looks like where it's all a bit like ooh damn, yeah, jazzy is definitely the word. Really like it so far. Her vocals as well definitely complement it so well.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, at the moment I'm thinking that like some of them are a bit like out of place, but like at the end of the day, like English isn't her first language.
True.
Like yeah, some of them are a bit like, I feel like if she could have got a thesaurus out and found something that flowed a bit better to convey the same thing, but it still sounds good. So
yeah.
Dances go to zero. I'm a guest in my own skin. I take it off and be myself. The outside is hostile, and the waves hit me hard.
there's a guy in my house playing guitar.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Noticed it's like black and white whenever she's outside, and when she came back in at the beginning, it like the color started coming back.
Yeah.
And like she's being like chased by the guys from her band, so maybe it's kind of like about how like as an introvert she like feels the pressure of when she's
being
not
outside.
when she has to be outside and isn't like in her like comfortable safe space, and the band are trying to kind of literally drag her by the hair to come and do
out.
band stuff. Yeah.
Strong imagery.
It's weird that she's doing all this like sort of spooky sand art and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe that's just an expression of like the stuff she enjoys doing. Maybe she just likes sand stuff.
Sand, coffee. She just
Gara.
maybe she just it's basically to depict that she likes being on her own and doing her like kind of weird stuff. And doesn't like being judged for it. I mean, I think one of the last lines was literally like nobody there to like judge you for what you're doing and stuff. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure I heard one of the lines was like being a guest in your own skin. As well, which is quite like a thing that a lot of people sort of feel when they don't feel quite themselves.
Yeah,
interesting.
And it's interesting, very very arty. Let's keep going.
My circle of friends is getting empty, emptier. And I don't really wish for you.
From outside to play.
I gotta go home, my better is alone.
Okay.
There's a lockdown. I gotta go home, my better is alone. That's what it's all about. I never asked to be here. I had enough from the beginning. Turning molehills into mountains. I feel the pressure building. Should I just go on or jump over the wall
blasted.
and say hello
sand at them and they went away. Pocket sand.
Definitely wanted to so the whole wanting to get away from your bandmates was on the right track. She wanted to fucking kill them.
Shoot them with fucking bust out the double gat, like fucking. Yeah,
maybe it's not necessarily about them, maybe it's about what they represent in the outside, and she's like,
I feel like it's like the fact that like as soon as she started talking about like expectations of herself and like things that needed to be done and like my life is on lockdown and stuff, it started like kind of going black and white even though she was like inside and stuff. I feel like maybe it was like you know, everybody, I'm a little bit introverted. I like to sit inside a lot, but I think everybody during lockdown was like, as soon as you're like forced to do it, and you can't go out like at all, it like, even if you're like somebody who's quite a homely person, you're like, well, I'd like to be able to do something. So maybe it's a bit like it's kind of seeping into like, it's a safe space and she likes to be inside and go there, but when you've been there that long, and also like in a way like she was writing this album over lockdown, so maybe like the pressures of the band were like encroaching because it was like, you got to do something. You can't just be inside all the time now. So maybe like her safe space, like being disturbed, and the band are like literally showing up in her house is like a representation of that sort of thing. Yeah,
it's I like the symbology, like, or the symbolism, I guess, and like the and everything. It's really good. I think the I don't know if it's like a hook or anything. I wasn't a big fan of the. Oh yeah, I've got to go home. My batteries are
low. My life's on lockdown.
Like that was a bit. Again, English isn't a first language, so you know, I mean, a lot of people
they've got
like
so much. I don't know, man. Like they've got really good hooks on their other songs. Like
that was quite a weak one, but I guess this isn't like. I suppose this song is kind of this song
more of like a somber song. Like it's definitely the most like downplayed. Sort of like emotional.
It's almost like telling a story as well.
Yeah, you can hear like the desperation in her voice and stuff.
Like when the music sort of changes, like so does the sort of the theme, not the theme, but like the sort of, I guess, acts, I suppose you could call them, of the song.
Yeah, sure.
So which is probably like, now that like heavier bit's kind of finished, I reckon maybe for the last minute it'll probably be like another sort of slower singy bit that she did at the beginning, and then it'll wrap it off.
Yeah. Let's see if there's a happy ending. I don't think there will be for some reason. Oh. All my friends are dead.
Push me to the edge.
Oh, that's actually.
Oh no! Okay, that was the end of. Oh, okay.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the rest of it's just credits. Yeah, no, it was alright. It was okay. I think I need to. I like. It's definitely, yeah, as I say, like one of the more somber songs they've done. A white wolf and a black wolf. I saw this comment earlier. I was like, oh, it sounds relevant. The black wolf is filled with fear, anger, envy, jealousy, greed, and arrogance. The white wolf is filled with peace, love, hope, courage, and humility, compassion, and faith. They battle constantly. Then he stops. It's the child that asked the initial question that can't handle the tension anymore. Which wolf wins? They replied, the one we feed.
Yeah.
Oh, my main interpretation. Yeah, when she threw the sand at them and they go away, maybe like this guy's saying like literally maybe it's like they came and they needed like her lyrics and stuff. So they showed up like, here's a song! Give us lyrics! And she's like, fine! Get out my house!
And chucks her art at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Good work.
She's kind of like desperately trying to ignore them and like finish it up whilst all that shit's happening as well. So maybe she's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely like a lot of like symbolism and allegory, I suppose, and everything like that. It's thought provoking.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cool. Yeah.
In terms of actual music, it was pretty good. I wouldn't say we only recently sort of reviewed Spirit Box, and in comparison, I think musically, like I think just because they're definitely like at the moment for me a bit
kind
chunkier.
of comparable, yeah.
So, but yeah, no, this was a good song.
It was a good song. Yeah, I feel like they definitely have better songs.
Yeah, for sure.
I think maybe I need to check some of the like deeper cuts of this.
Would you say this one was better than the
Oh, this one was much better than Mediator was. Much better.
Nice.
I still feel like Mediator, like genuinely listening to it again recently, I think it's one of the worst songs they've done.
Oh, okay.
But
big
oof. But
Big oof.
at the end of the day, I'm not gonna. They can't all be singers.
Yeah, as our boys fucking
Primus would say, yeah.
they can't all be singers.
Jinjer. I want to listen to another song off of this album that's not a single. Like Vortex, great song, really good song. I haven't even liked it. What am I doing?
That's the most listened to on the album.
It was the first single they released off the album. In fairness.
Okay.
Mediator, not a fan. Obviously, this is the most listened one. It's the first off the album. Yeah, they're all somewhat evenly listened to. I think they've just got the 3 videos, and that's Mediator, Wallflower, and Vortex.
Right. Okay.
So let's just do a random one, I guess. Disclosure. I love Disclosure. Great band. Let's give it a go.
Sounds very Pantera.
Yeah.
Disclosure, you wanna take me out. We're taking another round. So here I am in a chair, not fully understanding what I'm doing here. As I see a tall man in front of me. Well, hello, young man, what does your job entail? I jumped out of TV. I'm here to spread a disease. I'll put us up on the screen. Don't you dare to disagree with me. Disclosure, you wanna stake me out. We're taking another round. You say you pull me, but I'm dead. You put it all on me like it's up. Guess I win on my bed. And everywhere I've been. Where I do, where I go, where I take, where I don't. Got to live of your own. Got to live of your own. Come on, let's play this mind game.
It's really strange because the riffs in this song absolutely slap, and I like the kind of like I like kind of more like sort of punky singing.
Yeah, it does sound quite punky, doesn't it?
Yeah, but what I will say is like, and it seems to just be a theme on all these newer songs, is like her writing, like it feels like she kind of writes the lyrics she wants and then tries to make them fit to the song rather than the other way around. Like
Right.
they kind of, to me, like they just run on a bit long at times. And also like I see a tall man standing in front of me. Hello, tall man. What does your job entail? Like, what are these lyrics, dude? Like, I don't know. I feel like in terms of like, if you listen to like I Speak Astronomy, or you listen to Teacher, or you listen to Pisces, the lyrics in those songs are so good. Like they're really poetic. They're very like metaphorical. They've got like some really cool hooks. But like you read it and you're like, oh cool, I didn't realize that at first, and you have to think about it.
Yeah.
These are very much like it feels like they're not written by the same person
Kind
as
of
those
flat.
songs.
Kind of flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a chair not understanding what I'm doing here. I see a tall man. Hello, tall man. What's your job in here? I jumped out of TV. I'm here to spread the disease. I'll put us up on a screen. Don't you disagree with me? You say you follow me. You put a tail on me. Like a snoop gets the wind of my feet. What does that mean? What I do, where I go, what I say, what I don't. Get a life of your own. Such an artless performance of a crude brain in an awkward dance of the brainwashed and the sane. See, like, we haven't listened to this bit yet, but I just don't see how that can flow properly.
It sounds like she's kind of rapping it.
Such an honest performance of a crude brain in an awkward dance of Don't bother me, don't bother me. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Don't bother me, don't bother me. Come on, let's make this my game. If you really feel no goddamn shame, wanna show the theater in front of the camera. You're playful and beauty has bounty, got no stamina. If knowledge is power, then ignorance devours you. Your mind is a shadow, as a part of the Lord. Summertime.
But the riff after's so good. Oh my god! Your mind is as shallow as a puddle on a hot summer.
Oh, mate. Dude, this is such a weird contrast.
That's so weird because the riffs go so hard.
Great. It's so great, but like,
especially that "Follow Me, Follow Me." That riff is
like
sick.
The riffs and like to be fair, even her vocal delivery itself.
Yeah, no, she sounds great. She sounds great.
It sounds good.
The lyrics are just.
When you read what she's saying, I'm like, your mind is as shallow as a puddle on a hot summer's day.
What does that mean? And also the riff that it goes into is so hard. Like, imagine if she'd said something really sick, then it would have gone so ham.
Your mind is a shadow as a part of the Lord. Summertime.
That is a great riff.
All of these riffs have been really fucking good.
Disclosure. You wanna stay right out. It's like
It's kind of like death metal.
fucking out. Disclosure.
That's great.
Try to blow this world together, but you say this scorn shall run forever. You got them back. Since when to hate a man is a fate of a saint. 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 Is a fate of a saint.
That song was much better than the other ones. That went fucking. To be fair, that sounds cool as well. Like the riffs on this album have been fucking slappers.
Chunky,
Really fucking good. Really good. And her vocal delivery, as you said, like the way she sings it is fucking great. It's just parts of it. Like I feel like parts of it just needed more time. And I can't help but think, like, after watching that Wallflower video and seeing her literally being stressed out and throwing her lyrics at them,
do you
that's
reckon
the interpretation? I can't ever feel maybe she felt rushed or maybe she didn't feel comfortable. You know,
in that like person's interpretation, if that's a correct interpretation, she literally was like throwing lyrics at them to make them go away.
Yeah,
and then you read shit like that, which, like, you know, sorry to anyone that finds that deep or meaningful, but like we've both burst out laughing. So like I'm not saying she's a terrible writer or anything, but at the same time,
she's definitely not a bad writer. Like, let's get the lyrics up for some older songs.
Like, if you pressure someone, doesn't matter who they are, they could be fucking, like, you know, the best lyricists in the world, but if you're pressuring someone, they're gonna rush it and write some naff stuff, you know. And I feel like maybe she was pressured, and maybe that's what happened. So
yeah,
giving her a break, you know.
Yeah. Also, like, you know, I think a lot of bands probably felt that way because over lockdown, like, you know, Jinjer are a band that tours relentlessly. They're one of those bands that tour a lot, and it's clear that a lot of bands have like a side hustle.
Yeah.
But Jinjer are like, it's just the band, right? They live off of their music. That's all they have. So to be a band in a pandemic where you can't tour, there probably was a lot of pressure. Like, we need to release some.
We need
fucking
money.
music.
Yeah, maybe.
Because what else? We did the same thing. I mean, we started in January of last year, and our plan was to start gigging like as soon as we had like 3 or 4 songs. We couldn't do it because everything was closed. So we were just like, fuck. I guess we'll just write a fuckload of songs. But like, there's no pressure for us because we got fucking normie 9-to-5 jobs.
Yeah. Like there's been. I mean, not saying that my lyrics are fucking, you know, the best in the world. They're probably, some of them are probably naff, but like you know, when you're given more time and like more space to like come up with things organically, rather than having like the pressure of needing to, because obviously, you know, your band is your income, and also because, you know, because you're in lockdown and you need some like income and everything like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, like older songs, like I'm in the middle of the holy of holies. I have no worries. I saw dusty icons on the wall. I saw needles and stones. You put a paper bag on my head. You point a finger at me, said, "Dear Lord, forgive me." As I'm, you know, some of them are like kind of weird lyrics, but they work and they're so much beefier. Like, you know, stuff like "Don't let their school make a fool of you, because the teachers may be fools too." It's such an iconic line.
Yeah.
And I feel like with just a little bit more time and a bit less pressure, she could have, you know, rejigged the stuff in these songs.
Yeah.
But they have said in interviews, I've seen interviews, oh my god, I look like a fucking ghost because of how white the screen is. They've said in other interviews since then that this was like by far like the most personal album they've done.
Right.
So a lot of the lyrics are about like things that are really close to them.
Yeah.
So in a way, like, maybe she didn't want to try and complicate things and want it to be kind of like straight from the heart, which is a risk, and it's respectable, but I don't know, to me it just feels weaker than their previous stuff. But song itself, really fucking good.
Yeah.
Riffs were beefy as fuck.
Yeah, it sounded chatty.
Sounds great as ever.
I think it's worth saying that, like, again, like the previous album that we looked at a couple of songs off for Spirit Box, I think this is probably a CHUBcast recommendation, so we can have a deeper dive into the rest of the songs for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the beginning of Copycat, like, already sounds sick. Already sounds really good.
Yeah, that almost sound like Protest the Hero.
Yeah.
Like, just like, which, you know, I mean, we gave huge praise to as well.
Yeah, we did Scurrilous, and it was one of the, I think it's
one of our highest ratings.
Is the highest rated one we've done.
Oh yeah.
I think we all gave it 9s and 10s.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
So, yeah.
It's definitely one of the upper echelons of the CHUBcast.
The Chub web.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you guys think of this? Obviously, we picked Disclosure at random. In your opinion, what should we listen to? Like, what are the more deep cuts off of this album that we should?
What's
really
your
give a
favourite
go?
song off the album? Tell us why. Let us know.
Do you guys agree that maybe the lyrics were not as premium as they have been, or are we massive arseholes and you're going to flame us in the comments? Either way, give us a like or a dislike. We don't give a shit. Give us that engagement, you fools. And let it be known that we love groove, and we're not like some people also said, like, oh, you came into this with an agenda and you didn't want to like it. Obviously I wanted to like it. I fucking love
if we didn't want to like something, we wouldn't do it.
We wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah. like that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, maybe for the last episode for James necessarily, because he's not like a metal listener, but like we literally like live and breathe this kind of music, so saying that kind of stuff is big dumb.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous, dude. What a weird assumption to make. Anyway, cool. Yeah, if you like to give us a like and subscribe, we got some tunes coming out soon. Go give it a listen. We got a couple singles out which we're re-recording, so I don't know, give them a listen if you want, but maybe wait for the finito, final, shiny, brand new version. And yeah, love you long time. Peace.
I don't know how to end these.